Hawks win! Hawks win in a... Oh my god, what kind of game was that? Hawks had a 5-0 lead. They nearly blew it. If you were at the live stream tonight, you could tell I was how I am when it comes to being a Hawks fan in this type of game. If you're blowing a lead like that, oh my god. Yes, it was a oh my god game. Hawks win 5-4 over the Toronto Maple Leafs. This game was just ridiculous. I was at a loss of words after the game ended. Corey Crawford was our starting goalie in net, but they had to switch goalies in the third period, and Toronto took advantage of that. Because they had to put in Colin Delia in because Corey Crawford got the flu. I have to talk about it. Total shots on net. In the first period, the Hawks had 14 shots, the Leafs had 9. Hawks outplayed the Leafs for the first 2 periods of the game. Second period, Hawks with 13 shots on net to the Leafs 9. But this is where all hell broke loose when we go to the third period. Hawks had 12 shots on net. Not bad, right? Well, the Toronto Maple Leafs put a 30 up on the Hawks in the third period. Yes, 30 shots in the third period. They knew we had a cold goalie. Colin Delia was in net, and they wanted to take advantage of it. 3 stars of the night, I'm going to do it right now. In my opinion, they should have given it to freaking Delia. The dude played on his head, facing 30 shots in 1 period. I know he allowed 4 goals, but 30 flippin' shots in 1 period. And the third star of the night goes to the Toronto Maple Leafs, number 18, Andres Johansson. To get the third star of the night from the Maple Leafs. Second star of the night from your Blackhawks, number 20, Brandon Saad, with a beauty of a goal. We'll get to that in a little bit. And from your Blackhawks, for the first star of the night, number 11, to follow up with another great game, Brandon Perlini. Yes, Perlini had another great game tonight. He only scored 1 goal, but he played great today for the Hawks. Yeah, the Hawks had a great lead to start this game off, but after they got their 5th goal, everything, all hell broke loose, and we'll talk about it. So, let's get to the goals, since there was a total of 9 goals tonight when it should not have happened. Okay, in the first period at 3:19 in the first to give the Hawks a 1-0 lead. Scored by number 2, Duncan Keith. His 5th goal of the season. Assisted by number 20, Brandon Saad. And number 11, Brandon Perlini. To give the Hawks the 1-0 lead over the Maple Leafs. Good for the Hawks. At 12:55 in the first period, the Hawks take a 2-0 lead over the Maple Leafs. Scored by number 11, Brandon Perlini, his 12th of the season. Assisted by Dylan Strome and Eric Gustafson to give the Hawks a 2-0 lead. This goal by Perlini was a thing of beauty. He dangled it, and then he got a nice clapper in off Anderson. And Anderson looked like garbage out there tonight. So, we still keep scoring in the first period. It was it was a great period by the Hawks. They outplayed the Maple Leafs quite a bit. At 17:13 in the first period, scored by Dominic Cahoon. Yes, number 24, the big Kahuna scores his 12th goal of the season, assisted by Patrick Kane and Artem Anisimov to make it a 3-0 game for the Hawks. This is Kane's 99th point of the season. Oh yeah, I need to mention this first. Kane did not have a single shot all night. That's rare when that happens. Okay, and we keep scoring. At 18:46 in the first period, scored by number 20, his 23rd of the season, Brandon Saad, assisted by Dylan Sekera to give the Hawks a 4-0 lead at the end of one. This is when they basically yank Anderson, and we go to the second period for the Maple Leafs to have a new goalie and Chicago native Garrett Sparks. So we keep the goal scoring going, and this is it. At 12:32 in the second period, scored by number 12, his 38th of the season, Alex DeBrincat, assisted by Brandon Perlini and Dylan Strome to give the Hawks a 5-0 lead over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Good for the Hawks, yes. But we start the choke. Here we go. At 18:27, with Corey Crawford in the net still, in the second period, Andreas Johansson scores his 20th of the season, assisted by Riley and Nylander to give the Hawks a 5-1 lead at the end of two, my bad. So we go to the third period, and this is when I broke out worrying, if you saw in the live stream at the beginning of the third period. Breaking news, Corey Crawford out for the rest of the game because of illness. That means Colin Delia in net for the Blackhawks to end it off. Yes, Delia was in net for the last period of the game, and I was worried because he was coming in cold, and usually when a cold goalie comes in, the opposition takes advantage of that and start shooting the living crap out of a puck. Well, that happened. So here we go. In the third period at 7:57 in the third, scored by Austin Matthews, his 32nd of the season, assisted by Johansson and Nylander to make a 5-2 Hawks lead. The goal scoring keeps going for the Toronto Maple Leafs at 10:55 in the third period on the power play. Morgan Riley scores his 19th of the season, assisted by Matthews and Marner to make it a 5-3 game. And the holy cow moments were happening at this point. At 18:29 in the third period to make it a 5-4 Hawks lead, John Tavares scores his 39th of the season, assisted by Marner. And after they scored, I felt, are you kidding me? Are we going to blow this? So I was literally saying, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and crap like that. Even did this to my hat, a baseball thing called a rally hat. I did that, yes. And I was worried. It felt like a freaking game 7 with the last minute of play. Colin Delia made a huge save to give this Hawks team the win in this game. I'm sorry about that. But Delia made a huge save to help the Hawks win. He also intentionally, unintentionally kicked the goal off the moorings to give the Hawks a quick breather because they needed it. And the Maple Leafs were just laying it into Delia, and I was worried about Delia, how many times he was getting knocked down. that last 3 minutes of the game was ridiculous. I've never seen a game like that I haven't seen a game like that in a long time. And honestly, I am still at a loss of words what the heck the Hawks were doing in the third period. So, in the comments down below, I want to hear what your takes are from this Hawks win over the Maple Leafs, because it was an onslaught, and it shouldn't have been. And let's hope Corey Crawford is good to go against the Montreal Canadiens, where he always plays well against the Canadiens since he has family in the building. But still, this game was ridiculous, and the Hawks need... Oh my god, the Hawks. That game. I can't... I'm at a loss of words, you can tell. But down on comments below, I do want to hear what your thoughts were from tonight's game, because this game was ridiculous. And thank you for watching the broadcast. I know you enjoyed the outcome, but Jesus Christ, Hawks! Hawks win 5-4, nearly blowing it, and, well, we got the W, and thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and most of all, let's go Hawks!